There's a family in northern Pennsylvania who went through something they still refuse to talk about publicly. Police call it a trespassing incident, but the people who lived through it say it was something else entirely. It started on a Sunday night in late autumn. The father, Mark, was locking up the house when he noticed a woman standing motionless across the street. No coat, no bag, nothing. Just a pale woman in a long dress, staring at their home like she'd been frozen there. He assumed she was a neighbor's guest or someone waiting for a ride, but she stayed there for over an hour. The next morning she was gone, and they didn't think much of it until the next night when she appeared again. Same spot, same posture, same blank stare. By the third night, Mark mentioned it to his wife. The woman wasn't looking at the house anymore. On the fourth night, Mark called the police. 2 officers came by, shined a flashlight across the street, and approached the woman. She didn't move, didn't speak, didn't react. They asked her name. When they tried to get her ID, she suddenly turned away and walked down the block without saying a word. The police shrugged it off as harmless and left. The daughter wouldn't sleep. She kept telling her parents, "Mom, she's looking at me, not the house, me." Mark stayed up with a baseball bat. Every hour he peeked through the window. At 3:17 a.m. he saw her. The woman was now standing in the middle of their front yard, head tilted, arms hanging unnaturally straight, the same expressionless stare fixed on the house. He shouted for his wife to call the police again. But before they arrived, the woman slowly stepped backward into the darkness, disappearing behind their shed like she was melting into shadow. Officers searched the neighborhood until sunrise and found nothing. But the family didn't feel relieved, because by that point they realized something. She never approached while anyone was watching. By the 7th night, Mark had had enough. He set up a camera facing the yard, hoping to catch her on video. He didn't sleep. He sat on the couch all night, staring at the live feed on his phone. Nothing happened. No movement. No woman. At exactly 2:04 a.m., the woman stepped into frame, fast, like she'd been standing just outside the lens's reach, and whispered something. The audio picked up 6 faint words. "You're watching the wrong window." The door was still locked. Every window was shut. But upstairs, in their daughter's room, the curtains were disturbed, pulled open just enough for someone outside to see in. The family moved out the next morning without packing anything except clothes and essentials. And the most disturbing part? A week later, after the new homeowners moved in, a maintenance worker found something behind the daughter's bedroom wall. A narrow vertical crawl space hidden behind insulation. Inside it were footprints, small dusty footprints, leading all the way up to the window, and a long smear on the inside of the wall, like someone had been pressing their face against it for nights.